Montaya, the honourable member for Saskatoon West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I want to thank my honourable colleague for his speech, and I want to say how much I agree with him about his comments concerning the cuts to program delivery that we saw over the years of the previous government, and how many communities suffered, including my own, who lost counter service and delivery of government programs in Canada Revenue Agency. We lost a counter service and service to our community in immigration. So my question to my honourable colleague, among many, but I'll keep this one for this question, is why is there nothing in this budget to actually increase that program delivery, to put resources back into the service delivery of the government's before that he talked about who had cut them? Thank you.
The honourable member for Fleetwood Port Kells.
Well, thank you, the honourable member, for an excellent question. The fact is, it can't all be restored at once. We are restoring some very important things like services to veterans and the opening of the Veterans Affairs Office. We are investing more in the Canada Revenue Agency to see if we can improve the revenue intake of the government for people who should be paying a fair share of taxes. Like the honourable member, there are things missing off the list in this budget that I would like to have seen. But this is one budget. There are more to come. And I think that as we collaborate together in this House and we raise the issues that are important to Canadians and we hear what's important to Canadians, those surely will be the priorities in future budgets, just as they've been in this one.
Questions and comments? Yes, Montaya, the honourable member for Saskatoon West.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I will continue my questions given another opportunity to ask my honourable colleague. I guess what I would like to say is that sort of the introduction of this implementation bill, I would categorize as an omnibus bill. It is full of things that aren't necessarily budget related, including changes to the Investment Act, changes around parental leave and whatnot. So I guess my comment is there isn't much in this implementation of budgets. There is a lot of other things that have been sort of crammed together. But I guess my one comment on one of the insertions in here in this omnibus bill is around the changes to the Employment Insurance Act. Here is an example of where the government really could help families, particularly in my riding, but instead of actually increasing the benefits, instead of actually making it easier for people to access the employment insurance program, which I need to remind people is funded by employers and employees. There is no government funding in that program. So instead of actually increasing and making a program better in this bill, they've just extended a low, what I would say, not very high level of benefits over a longer period of time. And in my riding, many people won't be able to access this extended parental leave because they just can't afford to live on that amount of money. Thank you.
The honourable member for Fleetwood Port Kells.
The honourable member may remember that we did, in fact, help to boost the unemployment benefits, particularly for the people who were very, very hard hit in Alberta. We are looking at a situation right now with the prospect of people right across the country being very hard hit as the result of the new sanctions, the new tariffs being brought in on our softwood lumber. I believe, and it's been quoted or commented on by a number of observers, that the government has had to keep its powder dry in some respects because we don't know the level of service or the level of support that's going to be required to help Canadians that are going to find themselves potentially in very difficult situations simply because of what's been going on with our largest trading partner. It would be good that we could do it all. We're doing the most important things first. Thank you.